What is the femme fatale hypothesis? Because I use that as because it was a really cute image. I thought, how cute is that? So I use that as your image. So what is it?
Yeah. So, so that's from my previous life as a biology researcher. That is the name of a hypothesis that I coined, I guess, in one of my scientific papers when I was researching praying mantises and their pheromone production. So females produce sex pheromones to attract males to them, and then they find each other and they physically mate. But what I was finding is that these really skinny kind of females with very few eggs, so really not the female that you would want as a male, because there's no eggs to fertilize, if that makes sense. You want a big fat female with lots of eggs that you can fertilize. And these skinny females I found were attracting all of these males. It was counterintuitive, right? You would expect that the big fat females would have more energy, would have more resources, and that the males would be more attracted to them. And I was finding, yes, they were, but also the really skinny ones. So I had this funny graph where the really skinny and the really fat females, but not the ones in the middle, were attracting the males. And so I hypothesized that it may actually be a strategy because as most people know, as I'm sure you're aware, and most of the world is aware, that female praying mantises, well, some of them, consume their male partners during, before, after, depending on the
Seems
species.
sensible. I know I'm always hungry after.
And so my theory was that maybe it's actually a strategy to lure these males in as a meal rather than as a mate. So then they get the energy from the male meal, they can produce more eggs and get a second male in to fertilize them. So that's where the femme fatale hypothesis or whatever is, that's where that term came from. These skinny females using it as a strategy.
I love that. That is one of my favorites, and it might actually end up being the promo for this show because I love it. Dr. Kate, I just want to say thank you so much for being on the show, and thank you for bringing your cuppa and your one piece of advice for us all, because I do think that chronic health is one of those things that we're seeing more people now focused upon their health. Now that the COVID has given us all some much needed breathing space, we've all realized, oh, Flog, I've got to look after my body. You know, I've got another, 80 years in it. Let's make sure that it's going to last, because otherwise you're going to be dealing with chronic health conditions for what is the best part of your life, the part where you actually know what you're doing, who you are. You're not scared anymore. So I think this is really, really important. And I would love to talk to you more about inflammation and gut health. So how about if we do it again in like a couple of months?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yay! All right, well, thank you so much for being with us, and to everybody that joined the show, much appreciated. Next week, 10:30, we've got Zorica, who's a photographer, coming on. She does these most amazing photographs, particularly of people. It's really interesting, her use of light and shade and color. And she's going to be with us next week. So feel free to join us and ask any questions that you want to ask next week, 10:30, Tuesday. See you then. Thanks, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye.